Imagine a person who always knows what to say, can diffuse a tense question, confident without being arrogant, brave but not reckless, and generous but never extravagant. This might sound impossible, but Aristotle believed that even though they are rare, these persons exist and they are what we should aspire to be, the virtuous. Virtue theory doesn't tell you what to do or have moral imperatives. Instead, they focuses on the individual's character, telling you that if we can just focus on being good people, the right actions will follow effortlessly. Aristotle is born to an aristocratic family in Styria on Macedonia. At 18, he went to Athens to complete his education at Plato's Academy. For nearly 20 years, he served as a star student and as a teacher. He was invited by Philip of Macedon to tutor the young Alexander the Great. Then, he went back to establish his own school called Lyceum in competition with Plato's Academy. His followers were known as Peripatetics, which means walking about. The Lyceum had broader curriculum compared to the Academy. He divided his work into exoteric and esoteric. Exoteric is intended for his publication, his literary arts, and esoteric is compiled from his lecture notes, intended for narrow audiences. He used the term logic to mean dialectics through the exchange of arguments and counter-arguments in search for synthesis or resolution. Aristotle aims to develop a universal method of reasoning by which of means it would be possible to learn everything about reality. New because it allows us to learn what we don't know, and necessary because its conclusions are inescapable. At the heart of the Aristotelian logic is the syllogism or the deductive logic. One proposition or the conclusion is inferred from two others, which are the premises. A proposition is an assertion which consists of two terms, the subject and the predicate, and is capable of truth and falsity. Hylomorphism, according to Aristotle, is the examination of things based on form and matter. Matter and form are part of a substance. Matter is formed into a substance because of the form it has. In other words, matter is the stuff things are made of, and form what makes the matter recognizable from others. The form tells me I have a dog, and the matter individuates the form. For example, Plato believed that outside, above, and beyond actual things, there are things only by remembering the idea, when Aristotle believed that, for example, there is no dog if there are no dogness, and by encountering or experiencing the tangible material of a dog. Everything has a function and nature built into us the desire to be virtuous. According to Aristotle, having virtue means doing the right thing at the right time, in the right way, in the right amount, toward the right people. There is no need to be specific, because if you are virtuous, you know what to do all the time, and you know how to handle yourself and get along with others. It is because virtue is a skill, it is a way of living, something that can only be learned through experience. And according to Aristotle, virtue is from our practical wisdom. Your character is developed through habitation. If you do a virtuous thing over and over again, eventually it will become a part of your character. Virtue is the golden mean or the midpoint between two extremes or vices. It is the sweet spot between deficiency and excess. For example, courage. A courageous person first take a sense of the situation. They'll know their own abilities, take action for the right situation at the midpoint between cowardice and recklessness. And when and where can we learn virtue? We can learn virtue by watching and doing it. For example, from our moral exemplars, or also known as the virtuous, by watching them, we learn virtue. So, why should we become virtuous? You should become virtuous for eudaimonia, or a life well lived. Life of eudaimonia is a life of striving, life of pushing yourself to your limits and finding success. A eudaimonistic life will be full of happiness because something comes from achieving something difficult rather than just having it handed to you, because with that you're never done improving. Today we have learned about Aristotle, his works, and the virtue. So thank you for